Absolute Superman's new origin is insane. Let's get right into their latest issue. 6 years ago, Kal flies through deep space, sad, scared, and alone. 8 days went by. 8 weeks went by. 8 months went by. Kal started going crazy. After 17 months and traveling 9 billion light years, Soul still hasn't came across a single habitable planet.
I haven't found jack shit yet, but my sensors detect some promising candidates in the near star system.
Kal's just sick of this shit. He doesn't want to do this anymore. Kal lost all hope, and he tells Soul to just drop him in that big yellow sun. Soul's like,
You know I'm not doing that shit, right? I'm here to protect you.
but when they approach the sun, Kal starts burning up, aka his powers are activating. I'm burning up, Soul! Turn around! Get us away from that star! Ah! But luckily, at the same time, Soul spots Earth, and they start crashing down. On a farm, we see Martha and Jonathan Kent talking about how Lazarus is flying drones above their farm, keeping it from raining because they won't sell it. John doesn't believe they're stopping the rain, but Martha tells him that's definitely possible. Lazarus has flying tanks, and word on the street, the owner of the company may be over 100 years old, but looks young as shit due to these pits. That's that bullshit Lazarus wants you believing. Bae, I ain't never giving up this farm. We'll keep fighting. Martha's like, hell yeah, but they gotta be clear about who they're up against. If Lazarus is really capable of the shit you say, we're cooked. What hope do we have of winning against them? They both hug each other, realizing they have no hope. But at that exact moment, Superman crash lands on the farm. Bro's unleashing a whole lot of energy. Then Soul tells him,
My battery is running out, so I'll have to power down for a brief.
He looks up and shouts to Martha and John. He's speaking that Kryptonian, they don't have a clue what he's saying. But he ends up passing out right in front of them. Jonathan's like, what the hell? I'm finna go call 911. It's just a boy who fell out the sky on fire. Martha's mad curious, but John's like, hey, back up. We were just standing here asking for a miracle. I think we just got delivered an angel. So Martha brings him inside. And because the yellow sun is supercharging Kal, he fades in and out of consciousness, floating over the bed on some horror movie type shit and breaking mad stuff around him. Martha, we can't keep him here. If we do, he's gonna be the death of us. You know that, right? But Martha's like, nah, he's just confused and he been through some shit. Martha, we're gonna lose the farm if we don't get back to work on the fields. John, I love you, but we already lost it. You know that. But maybe we can save him. While they talk, Kal wakes up and immediately breaks out the house, running outside at super speed. Kal's confused as hell because back on Krypton, he was the clumsiest boy in the Redlands. He pauses for a second and stares at the fields, realizing this place feels exactly like home. 2 weeks later, we see him helping John out around the barn, picking up their tractor with one hand. Don't reckon I'll ever get used to that. Martha thanks Kal for everything he's done, not just lifting the tractor around, but for saving Jonathan, making him remember who he is. That man would have made a hell of a father. John also thanks Kal for saving Martha. I'd worried without the farm, she wouldn't have nothing left to mother. And well, I didn't think she could stand losing no more babies. I don't know what the hell you are or where you came from, and I ain't never heard no language that sounds like yours. But I know a farmer boy when I see one, and I know you came searching for something, and we might be looking for the same thing. I just hope, I hope maybe we can find it together. Basically, our boy gave Martha and John a new sense of purpose. And I know y'all see that billboard, Lazarus is trying to take over. Later, while Kal is fixing the tractor, Soul finally wakes up and explains his powers and the planet they're on. But he doesn't really give a damn about all that right now. The first thing he wants her to do is download everything about Martha and John's language. Then after doing that, he finally introduces himself. Kal-El is such a beautiful name. While he talks with the Kents, Soul detected the weather-blocking drones in the sky, so she destroyed them shits, letting the rain finally come through. It poured down for 3 days straight, like it was making up for lost time. This wasn't gonna be enough to save their crops for this season, but it was a start. But good things wouldn't last for too long, as some snitch-ass dude in a truck calls Lazarus to snitch on the Kents, reporting terrorist activity and an immigration violation. So the very next day, Lazarus and the Peacemakers raid the Kent house, grabbing Superman and punching the shit out of John. But this is Superman we're talking about, and he overpowers all of them. Why are they doing this, Soul?
Because we don't belong here.
Talk to them. Tell them who we are. Tell them about Krypton.
I cannot do that. My mission is to protect you.
Tell them. Tell them we have nowhere else to. Kal-El? Son, please, go. For his safety and theirs, it's best that he get up out of there. They let him know that. Superman cries out as he just found this new home after his last one was destroyed, just for this one to be lost too. So he flies into the sky, never returning to the Kent house again. He only lasted there for 2 weeks. That's tough. For 5 years, he would constantly be on the run, going to other farms, cities, factories, but they would never be safe for too long. And no other place felt like home like what he felt at the Kents. In present-day Smallville at the retirement home, Lois Lane pulled up looking for Martha Kent, who now has Alzheimer's. Damn! In the Nevada desert, we see Brainiac talking to someone. Agent Lane is quite the dogged investigator. She's required barely any coaxing on my part. Just a little nudge, really.
Then all the pieces are in place.
Oh yes, I believe they are.
I must say, I often doubted your methods, Brainiac, along with your very sanity.
You wouldn't be the first.
But deliver what you promised me, and you ensure your place in the world that is coming. Of course, sir. I'm just happy to be a servant to the higher cause.
So say we all. Salvation is close at hand for billions upon billions. Once Superman kneels at the feet of the Holy Father, Ra's al Ghul, the owner of Lazarus, is absolute Ra's al Ghul. Bro just hopped out the pit, and it's looking like shit's finna get crazy. We're finally caught up with Absolute Superman, so if you want to see what happens in the next issue, make sure you're following your boy. And on that note, I'm gonna see y'all boys and girls next time.